Hey, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Bourbon Blind. Today we have the 5, I don't want to say worst, most disappointing bottles.
Worst.
That I have currently in here. Some of you may recognize this one. It is the 1776 Barrel Proof Rye. And this is the one
that he spit out on camera. My favorite.
And you don't even like rye. So I
don't. So we're going to
taste through these
at a low bar with the rye.
The only question is, will it go up from there or down from there?
I guess you guys ought to stick around and find out.
So, yeah.
Anyway, it's actually not bad on this.
We're going to taste through these 5 just real quick. For science. We'll say for science.
No, the nose is actually not bad on this one. Almost like a little bubblegum spearminty kind of.
It just seems like a pretty standard rye.
It's like a standard rye nose. There's
lots of
almost like
sugar.
a bubblegum kind of sweetness that is in there. It's not super potent or anything like that.
It's got a big whiff of brown sugar, but anyway.
Yeah.
It's just...
the nose is not upsetting at all. Like, it would lead you to believe that what's in this glass is... The look on your face is right. You gotta swallow it this time. You can't spit it out. You gotta do it. Do it. Oh, that was physically painful, wasn't it?
I don't know what it is. I like ryes. Nick doesn't like rye. I like ryes.
Tastes like rubbing alcohol.
And it's only 57%, 114.6 proof. It's just, for me, it's just not good.
Yeah.
I know I've had people taste this and they really like it. It's not my thing.
No, it's genuinely not good. I have had a couple of ryes that haven't made me want to punch him for handing them to me.
Right.
That Quarterstone.
Here we go. There you go. I'm here for you, buddy. Yeah, the Masters Keep Cornerstone.
Yeah, Masters Keep Cornerstone. Wasn't bad. You've given me a couple of other ryes over time that haven't made me, like I said, want to punch you in the face for pouring it in my glass. But
next on the list, Joseph Magnus Single Barrel. This is 12 or 13 year single barrel.
13 years old. Right there on the
13,
side.
yeah, 13 years old. And usually I am a huge fan of MGP. Nick's a huge fan of MGP.
I love Joseph Magnus.
Yeah, this is not. It's not finished.
It's not Jesus.
This is just straight out of the barrel, 13-year MGP. And big secret for me, a lot of MGP is really best in that like 8 to 10 year range. Mm-hmm. I know people go crazy for like the 10 to 12 year because it's older.
Age does not equate to quality.
It doesn't. So
there is a correlation. Correlation does not equal causation.
What he said. This
sciencey words.
He's right, you know. Get out my Morgan Freeman. All right. Leather oak.
Sharpie. Magic marker.
Sharpie. Yes.
Absolute Sharpie.
You've said that on a few bottles, and I disagree with you 100%.
Yeah, like the big fat tip Sharpie.
All right, ready? No. Bottoms up.
It's good until you swallow it.
And then it's just a tannin bomb.
Yeah.
Just straight up licking a barrel. Some people enjoy that. I am not that guy.
And I love the regular Joseph Magnus. Occasionally you'll get one that's maybe a little bit off profile, but that and the regular Joseph Magnus, the sherry finish.
This really isn't even... I mean, yes, it's in a Joseph Magnus bottle, but technically it's just 13-year MGP.
Right.
Like, it's not finished. It's not blended. Like, Joseph Magnus, the distiller, didn't do anything to it.
Right.
They just sold the barrel. That's... Yep.
Pour one out for my homies.
Okay, you got a bottle. You want to do a bottle?
Do. Ranger Creek cask strength out of Texas.
So Nick bought this for me while you were in Texas, right?
At his request.
At my request. Yeah, I paid for it.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that looks really good. It was like a special edition, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Cask strength, batch number 3, bottle 23, 60.8%. So it's 121.6 proof. 2 year, 2 month. In the Texas sun.
Things age faster in Texas, right? They don't. That's not how age
It
works.
extracts wood faster, not ages faster.
But like, it's got some fantastic color on it. You know, it was a cool, a neat looking bottle, come with a nice box. You know, and it was a kind of a local thing.
So,
and Kyle and I like to support local distilleries when we're in an area.
One of Aaron's favorite bottles of all time is out of Ranger Creek.
Really?
It was their port finished, I think. There was that Bastard's Ball, which go check that out. But it was fantastic. A lot of their bourbon is really good. This one just
not.
Yeah.
The nose is just ethanol.
I actually was gonna say like Clorox mixed with Sharpie, like Clorox bleach and Sharpie mixed together.
Yeah, no, it's a cleaner. That's a cleaner for sure. It's like ethanol and cleaning supplies. Not good.
Cheers.
Why is there so much tannin?
Again,
it's just dry and bitter.
Bitter is a good word. Mouth drying, bitter, charcoal, barrel char, barrel wood, wet wood, mossy wood, like
it's weird.
Mixed with Sharpie.
No, it's nothing good. Like you don't get any. I don't at least get any of the standard bourbon notes, the vanilla, the caramel, anything like that. No, it's all just like bitter, sour, salty almost. Like it's not.
All right.
It's not. Yeah. It's not.
Again, Ranger Creek has some other really good stuff. Just
that's not it.
I don't know if it's that bottle or that batch or what, but just no.
It's not good.
Now this one, on the other hand,
a little heartbreaking.
Yeah. So I've had a few of these, and they were absolutely
beautiful,
fantastic, amazing bottles.
Beautiful.
David brought this one down, David Schweibold, and he's like, man, I tried that
Jim Beam Single Barrel.
And it was not good at all, and I really didn't like it. And I was like,
of course, we were like, bullshit.
I was like, no way, dude, that's an awesome bottle. Like, I mean, you do you, but whatever, I liked it. And he brought it down. He was like, let me know if I'm just like,
let me know if I'm wrong.
Yeah, and I tasted it. I was like, oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
So there are, and that's the thing with single barrels is, you know, maybe like the Joseph Magnus. There are bottles out there that are absolutely amazing, and every now and then, sometimes you come across one that's not amazing.
Yep. You've mentioned that you've had a couple of Four Roses over time, that the single barrels that weren't great.
Yeah, and that was mostly the barrel proof ones,
right? Just
the recipe, whatever, barrel mix combo. Four Roses off the shelf is usually pretty standard.
Right.
Russell's is usually pretty standard. What's the one? Henry McKenna 10-year that everyone goes after? The 10-year single barrel.
Oh, the one that they took a honey barrel to the thing and won an award for?
Yeah, that one. And those have been really hit or miss for me the last few years.
Yeah.
I don't even buy them anymore just because it's not worth.
It's not worth searching down something that you might get home and it might be garbage.
Yeah. All right. So let's.
The nose is.
It smells standard bourbon.
Right. Standard bourbon.
All right. Cheers.
It's real bitter.
Bitter and almost sour.
Yeah.
Like it's.
Like there's there's none of that typical.
It's all in like the top of your mouth.
Yeah.
Like the roof of your mouth. And
like starting
back.
about halfway back on the roof of your mouth and just going. Yeah.
Like there's almost no flavor on your tongue. It's just all up here.
It's the strangest experience.
It is.
And I've had a couple of small pours out of that over time. It's like maybe as it opens up.
Maybe it opens up.
Maybe it opens up. Maybe it opens up. It's been like 6 months, 8 months, and it's still not opened up.
Right.
So.
Yep. And that goes. So you and I are going to split that at the end and just shoot it. All right. We got one more bottle for you.
The Venable OCD number 5.
Yeah.
We did an episode on this.
Blind review.
And
first of all, I almost want to say it's got an amazing color. It's the color of Coca-Cola. I mean, it is
Dr. Pepper, like the syrup, not the actual can in the beverage.
Like, it is super dark. It's like coffee.
Right. Coffee.
And it's extracted barrel, bottom of the barrel. It's
extracted.
Literally the bottom of the barrel.
It's extracted butthole is what it is.
And people are like, "Oh, you guys are just scared of color." No, we're really not. Like,
No,
I love dark.
Oh, grab that
Dark,
Joseph Magnus
rich.
right there.
You know,
Scared of color? No, that stuff is delicious. Tons of stuff that's got good color on it all day long.
But yeah, there's Elijah Craig barrel proof. Like, we're all about it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But that's
I
not...
love dark bourbon. To me, usually means it's either high proof or well aged or both.
Or,
which
finished in something.
Is straight up textbook what we like.
Right. Or finished in something. I usually am all about some finished stuff. Like, you give me a sherry or a port finish or like an XO cognac or something like that, red wine finish. Normally I'm like ready for it.
Right.
But
anyway, I mean, it is what it is.
It smells it's like road tar.
Super awesome distiller. They had probably the coolest distillery that I've ever been to.
And we spent a lot of time at the end of that episode talking about
how awesome the distillery was.
And their other offerings.
How cool the people there were. Right. And they let you fill up your own barrel. Like, it's just freaking awesome. Right. And
that
a lot of their other offerings were fantastic. So don't think it's like an OCD thing. Like, it's just this.
That particular offering is just, no.
Not our wheelhouse. I don't even know how to describe that.
It's astringent, cleaner road tar or roof tar.
Erin likes this bottle.
Erin's wrong.
She says it reminds her of coffee, and she really likes it.
She is welcome to every drop out of that bottle.
Other people really fanboy over this stuff.
I'll just take a sip and bring myself to do it. I'm having flashbacks, like Vietnam flashbacks. I'm waiting on the helicopter to show up.
You all right there, buddy?
If you could pull out the cartridge out of a Sharpie, right, and wring it out into a glass.
I don't even know if it's Sharpie.
No, hold on.
Okay.
And then in that, mix some Fabuloso. Oh, for Christ. And then, like, some sort of sour something.
Mm-hmm.
I will not drink that. I don't care.
You'll taste it. You'll taste it. It's for science, sir. It's for science, for the people.
So you mix it like the juice out of a Sharpie along with other things that are hateful. And that's what comes out of that bottle. Like, it just... I want it to remind me of coffee. Like the darkest, strongest coffee you can make, because that would be an improvement.
Okay. On the nose, I get a decent amount of OCD in there.
On
and
the nose,
other hateful things.
On the nose, it smells like astringent chemical cleaners.
Yeah, this is gonna be terrible. Come on, sir. Come on. It's for science or something.
This is payback for the stag, isn't it?
Yep. So when you mix 5 bad bourbons together, it's not good.
They don't make a better one.
I don't know if it's better than the sum of its parts or not, though. That is not as bad as I anticipated it to be. I'm not saying it was good.
It's not good.
I'm not saying it was good. I'm just saying it's not as bad as I was, like, in my head. I was like, this is going to be the worst thing ever.
You know how a lot of times when we have something that's not great but is fine, and we say that if somebody poured this for me, I wouldn't be upset.
Right.
If somebody poured this for me, I would be upset.
You would be upset.
I would be like, okay, so if you didn't want me to come over, you could have just said that. I'll leave now.
Right.
Yeah, it's not.
So anyway, this is 5 of our worst, most disappointing bottles that a lot of them we had high hopes for.
Oh, yeah.
Really did.
This one.
Yeah. These.
Right.
It is what it is.
But a lot of people have been
I wasn't
asking.
not looking forward to it. It's just, but
A lot of people have been saying either on YouTube or Instagram over time, they're like, hey, you guys always seem to like everything,
That's not true.
That's not true. These are just 5 examples. There are more bottles in here that we're not
we were
big
going through.
fans
We're
of.
like, what about this one? I was like, well, I mean, it's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not bad.
Because when you're putting together a selection of bottles for an episode of the worst, they need to genuinely stand out among other less than notable bottles, right?
Right.
And all 5 of these
Stood out.
hold their own against the other worst bottles.
So anyway, appreciate y'all coming in and coming back. And until Friday, noon central next week, cheers and drink blind.
See you next time.
We want to give a huge shout out to all of our Patreon people. Absolutely thank you. You guys are freaking magical. T-shirts at Teespring, link in the description.
Also, thank you to anyone who has ever supported us, whether that's either coming on a live, chit-chatting with us on a Thursday night, or if you just like to watch our episodes, we appreciate every one of you.
Until Friday, noon central next